make sure that you really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what, G? I understand. Gotta hit the club like you hit them mangoes. This is your life.
Tune in to MissRossRadio.com. Did she just say that? Drama, truth, issues. MissRossRadio.com. Miss Ross Radio, growing sexy talk show. Indi Artist promo, turning up your radio. Miss Ross Radio, growing sexy talk show. Indi Artist promo, turning up your radio. MissRossRadio.com. Tune in to MissRossRadio.com.
What's up, you guys? This is Miss Ross, the Weekend Rush Hour crew. And I'm in the building. Thank you so much, Miss Frankie B. You guys, I missed you guys so much. I know you guys missed me too. But listen, I want you guys to make sure you stay tuned because I have the topic of the day coming up. And it's one of those controversial topics that I'm always talking about on Facebook. You know, I love a lot of you guys and get you guys drunk. Also, I want to talk about the royal wedding. And also, you guys check me out. And I want to let you guys know what indie artists I have in the mix coming right up. You guys, make sure you stay tuned and tune in. Hot 94.7 FM, 100.7 FM.
Said I'd be gone by 5. It's sunrise and I'm still in your bed. Good night usually means goodbye. Me replaying memories in my head. Look at you, look what you made me do. How do you think I'm on every move? Who are you, you look so familiar. I know you, baby, I know the truth. We got way too much in common. If I'm being honest with you, we got way too much in common. Since I'm being honest with you, who wants to love somebody like me? You wanna love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be mixed up too. Who wants to love somebody like me? You wanna love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be mixed up too. We used to talk till midnight. All those days that you stayed up.
All right, guys, Miss Ross here for a brief moment before Miss Frankie B get out. Frankie B, I don't want you to leave right now because I want to find out what you think about the topic of the day. I got to get your opinion before you get up out. I know you got to go.
God,
I know you got to go.
It's like, I'm like, okay.
So do you believe, can you be pro-black and date outside your race? Just let me know.
I think so. I think so. I have a cousin like that.
How? They're not all the way pro-black. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, so what's your definition of pro-black?
Pro-black is somebody who is for blackness. That means you are for the building up of our community. You ain't considering nobody else's community except the black community.
But what about you supposed to love everybody though? You can be for your community
those
and still go and
you
still
can.
get outside your race and say, you know what? This is who I am. This is my community. God is love. I love everybody.
And I've heard that before, but like I tell people, no, we sticking to the word, the meaning, pro-black. I understand there are a lot of modest people out there who say love is love. It is. But we are going to stick with what pro-black is. It means building up.
Like Black Panther type pro-black.
Yeah. Meaning, like, my thing is, like, don't consider yourself pro-black. Like, you're not really pro-black.
So what would you consider then?
You're pro-mankind. That's what you are. You're just for mankind in general. You know what I'm saying? But when you say pro-black, we're putting pro-black in a whole nother different category for a reason. You know what I'm saying? To build up our community because our community is so far behind. So it's kind of like, you know, everybody else's community is how many years ahead of us. So the pro-black, what do you want to call them, ambitionists or whomever, they're there to help us get on that level. So they can't like stop what they're doing with building up our community to go help communities who've already built up their communities. That defeats the purpose of building up the black community. You know what I'm saying?
But what if that person is I mean, that's a good. You know, you got me thinking now, but I'm sticking to it. I got to stick to it. I feel like you can be pro-black and date outside your race. Like, I don't see nothing's wrong with that.
All right, guys, y'all heard from Miss Frankie B. Miss Frankie B said you can, but we're gonna come back up with this topic again because I want to hear from my boy comedian Chris Robinson. He's still in the building with me. He's gonna give me his take on it, and of course, I gotta hear from my guy Boom. So you guys, make sure you stay tuned and tune in. All right, Hot 94.7 FM, 100.7 FM.
Chill. I don't know. I mean, pro-mankind, pro-black, nah.
Said I'd be
If
gone by
you say you
5.
pro-black, you for black people,
Sunrise and I'm
you
still
supposed to be
in your
making
bed.
black babies, black only
Good
babies.
night,
But you know
sleep
what?
means
The
goodbye.
question is kind of complicated though,
Memory
because
playing
you know,
memories
reason
in
why I
my
say it's
head.
complicated because you got a lot of
Look at
mixed
you,
races.
look at
You got a lot of
what you
mixed,
made me do.
you know, and a lot of mixed people. Some of them consider themselves black, some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? So it is tricky.
My cousin has a mixed baby,
I know you,
but
I
now
know
she's
you,
like getting more into like
true.
pro-like
We
shit.
got way too
So
much
that
in
is why, but she's
common.
more now like,
Yeah.
you know, like, hey.
But
I'm
my
still love her,
yeah.
but she's reading up on her history. She's getting more.
Yeah. So the question would be him too. Like, what is his take? How does he feel about dating a woman who is considered to be pro-black? Does he feel some type of way? Does he? I hope he does.
You guys put that big all that stuff that she be going to I don't even think she's
Oh, they might be broke up next week.
We used to talk till midnight.
All right, Miss Frankie B. Later.
Stayed at my
call y'all
house.
tomorrow, man. We need to meet.
We was just
All right, well, you guys let me know.
time. We were young and we ain't had no vows. Nah, maybe
All right.
later on I'll text you, but maybe you'll reply.
Boom,
We both
did I
know
give
we
you,
had no patience together day and night. Yeah, deny our
Did I
not
give you,
supplying. We ain't satisfied. I could love you
Did I
all
give you
occasions.
that
We
any,
got way
any
too
of
much
the
in
indie artist
common.
songs? Any of the indie artist songs?
If I'm being honest
Play
with you, we got way too much in
You
common.
just play, just play the same one. You talking about Pimp Cherry?
If I'm being honest with you,
Was he on me?
somebody like me. You want somebody like
But
me.
you know what?
If you could
Now that I think about it, Pimp Cherry is her song is the only in Running. Running and Pimp Cherry are the only two
If you
clean
could love
ones.
somebody like me,
They're
you
the only
must
two
be
clean.
Mr.
They're the only two that's clean.
Cherry and what else?
And Running. TRL. So we could do both of those. Because remember when I was listening to the other ones that I love, they did have like some words in it. We didn't catch it though. But they were in there.
They don't have a clean version?
We got way too much in common.
I'm sure they do. They just haven't sent it to me yet. So I guess what we'll do to be on the safe side is stick with the two that I know for sure are the clean version. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Alright, okay. So Miss Autumn, you want to call in? 321-1510. We want to hear your take on it. Yeah, we did talk about that. I said that. So off the record, off air, we did talk about the mixed races. My brother is mixed as well. So, you know, I got to ask him what he thinks about it as well. So we did say that the question was kind of complicated. It was kind of tricky because we have a lot of mixed races out there who are involved with other races and who consider themselves to be pro-black. Hi, Miss Aisha.
Did you notice?
So you make sure you call in so that way we can kind of hear what you have to say. The people want to know. I want to know. Correct me if I'm wrong or tell me.
I know you got work pretty early.
The number is 321 632
So baby, when I wake
1510.
just let me ride. Sex you like to sleep, girl. Don't say a word, no, girl, don't you talk. Just
321 632 1510.
now where you at, just drive my back.
It's gonna be, now that's gonna be backwards.
To meet you.
So again, it's 321 632 1510. So boom, when the call was calling because Frankie B said I don't have to mess with telephone 7. Frankie was, I want to make sure, because Frankie said I don't have to touch this at all. She was like, I can just push it down. And then
Everybody's phone is different. Somebody might call, their phone might be low, somebody's phone might be higher.
So just focus on the volume, right?
So baby, when I wake you up,
Whenever you talk to go on live, that's me right there. Fade it down. You got somebody calling.
Which one?
you like to sleep, girl.
You said fade you down?
That's somebody on the
Don't you
phone.
talk, baby. Just hold
Hello?
I'll set you back.
Hi, Dee Dee, how you doing?
Ain't sorry
Listen,
that I woke you.
you calling in about the topic, right? Okay, listen, I'm gonna put you on hold, and then when I come back, we'll be live on air, okay? So then when I come back, so just hold on the line, all right? Okay.
From your sleep,
Don't put me on hold. I don't want to hang up. Okay. And then I'll let you press here, right? I told you we come back.
So you're going to talk right about now. This song is about to end. This song is about to end, so you're going to bring her on now, right?
Yeah, you want to bring her on now?
Then after that, play Pep Cherry.
Oh, you want to play? We can play Pep Cherry afterwards. So that way, after I get on the phone with her, I can just announce the Indi Artist week's coming up, and then you play Pep Cherry. So that can bring you down? No? I have to? All right. Miss Ross here, the Weekend Rush Hour crew. And we're going to go to the line because we have someone that's called in. All right. Hello, caller. How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for calling in.
You welcome.
So I want to go ahead and brief everybody as to why you're calling in. So the topic of the day, and this is Miss Dee Dee. Miss Dee Dee, first of all, tell us where you're calling from.
Melbourne, Florida.
All right, Melbourne in the building. That's what's up. So, guys, if you are just now tuning in to the Weekend Rush Hour crew, the topic of the day is, can you be pro-black and date outside your race? We had Miss Frankie B give her take. She said, yes, you can. Of course, myself, I say no. So we have Miss Dee Dee called in from Melbourne. So go ahead, Dee Dee. Tell us what you feel about this topic.
Me personally, being a mixed person with an African American father and a Caucasian mother, I feel like at the end of the day, minorities in general are just the underdog of every race. Like whether it's just black or Mexican or whatever it is, minorities are the underdog right now. So if you pro-black, which I get what pro-black means, it basically means like you all for your own black community, like build up the black community. But if you build up the black community and you mix that shit, oh, pardon my language. If you mix it, my bad. If you mix it with another race, you still building up the minority community. And that makes the minorities as a whole stronger against the, I don't want to sound racist or prejudiced, but against the majority community. And in my eyes, that's what needs to be done. Like, we need to build up the minority community so that at the end of the day, in 20 or 30 years, we're running it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, but I think a lot of people also are trying to understand that, okay, you're mixed. And I don't know if I even want to consider... Because, see, it depends on how mixed people, what they consider themselves. My brother is mixed. So he chooses to claim his blackness, number one. He doesn't even tell people he's mixed. He's like, look, I'm black, and that's just the end of it. So I guess if you are mixed, then that would lead for another topic. Because if you are mixed, does that really raise any type of issue if you're dating white? Compared to if you are 100% African American and dating white. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as far as, like, my 100% African Americans who are dating white, can they be pro-black and lay up with a white person? And they're building their families with this white person, but at the same time, they're saying that they are pro-black. Can that happen? I got my boy Chris here, too. We're going to let Chris...
I mean, like, also, as far as mixed people in their identity, like, if you want to find out what your identity is, talk back to the police, and you'll find out exactly whatever it is you really are. But I just think it's difficult because I understand what you're saying as a mixed person, but the idea that like having children with other races who have more, I guess, property and more power, it doesn't really benefit your race. You're just tagging on to something that they're already doing.
Okay.
4.7, please hold.
All right. Well, Miss Dee, thank you so much for calling in. If you want to go ahead and continue with this conversation, make sure you follow us on Facebook at The Real Hot 94 FM. And we're going to continue this conversation. We may not even continue this conversation till next week. But thank you so much, Miss Dee, for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right, love.
All right.
All right, I'm going to take one more call. Caller, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Tell us where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Chocolate City.
All right, Chocolate City in the building. What's your name?
Alex.
Okay, Alex, so you want to get in on this conversation? I'm taking it, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so go ahead and tell the people how you feel about
All right.
the situation.
I'll say I've never dated outside of my race. I love black women. I always have. I've had a not really a relationship, you know what I mean, with other races, but never had a solid relationship with anybody outside of my race. I love my black people. I love them to the death.
Okay.
But it's dealing with this situation when saying that if you cannot, I'll just say this: you can't control who you love.
You can't.
There's nothing you can do about that. It is when you're dealing with the heart, it's kind of hard to put in. Okay, if you block that and say I won't date nobody outside of my race. I mean, you could be blocking your blessings. I don't know.
Okay, so do you feel like, okay, so you said that, the heart wants what it wants. Meaning, love is love. You love, you love who you love, but do you still consider yourself to be pro-black? If you love outside your race, do you still consider yourself to be pro-black, and why? How? Like, how can you consider yourself to be pro-black?
If I love a Caucasian female, okay, that does not stop my love for black women.
Okay.
It just happened to be somebody that I had a relationship with or I had a conversation with that sparked my interest. That doesn't. Now, if somebody say, "Well, I hate black women," that's a different kind of person. I'm talking about somebody who just genuinely fell in love with another person outside of their race. And they're not distancing themselves away from their own race. Now, I think that's what you're kind of talking about, is somebody who distanced themselves from their own community and say, I won't date my own kind. You know what I mean? But that's what I think about it. I feel like if someone has genuinely fell in love with somebody else, I think you still can love your own community. You just end up dating or liking somebody else that's not your color. That's not saying you hate your own people. It's just saying, hey, this person is cute. This person is this. This person is funny. Does that make me not like my own people because this person sparked my interest at that moment, or you know what I mean? Okay, so basically,
you're saying you can be, all right? Just to be clear,
yeah,
so yes,
definitely.
You're saying you can be pro-black and date outside your race.
Definitely.
All right, well,
and again, I love my people.
Hold on one second, Alex. Before you go, I got Chris. We have the comedian Chris Robinson in the building. He wants to ask you a question real quick.
I guess my question would be, because the deeper piece of this conversation is, when you choose your partner in life, right? You guys are raising children together, right? You guys are saving money together, buying a house together, right? So I think the deeper part of this conversation is, if you are raising children and educating these children to then go forth and provide some sort of thing for the black community, right? If you go and have children with somebody outside of your own community, you're giving all of your efforts that you're putting through your life, saving money, trying to do the best you can to put all this thing together, and then your child will go off and take it back to the other community just because that's who they are.
That's not necessarily true.
But why wouldn't they?
But I get 100% of what you're saying.
But naturally, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But naturally, Alex, now, that's what's going to happen because everybody is fighting for their own. Everybody is trying to secure their own. So like Chris said, that's naturally what the child is going to do. It's going to take everything that he's learned or she's learned and apply it to what they believe they are for however they've been raised.
Okay. That's a valid point. And I take point taken. So I'm not saying either one of you are wrong because those situations happen.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. I know a white family that lives in the hood, and that kid, that their children act like they're black. Okay? They're raised in a black community, so it's all about how you're taught. If that dad or mom who happen to be black can still train their child to their history, to know where you come from, not to raise them as like you're white or not black, but if you can raise them and teach them the values of who you are, okay? If you can do that, if that's possible, you know, if you have a willing person that you're married to, like that, if the woman is white, if she is a person, which hopefully she'll be willing to embrace your side because she loves you, she's in a relationship with you. Hopefully that happens. But if you can teach them your values, your blackness, your history, and I don't think it may not happen the way that you just said. It possibly, you get me?
Yeah, it's
all about how you're raised. That's how I feel. It's all about how you raise your children. I know some people who are 100% black that brought up in the hood and left the hood and ain't coming back.
You're right about that.
So
a lot of
the
them
other
do
side
that.
too. All people don't even come back and embrace our own community. So it's all about how you're being raised. You know what I mean, and your experiences that you go through. But I'm not saying either one of y'all are wrong. But I just say
you make a valid point too, Alex. I can see where you're coming from with that as well. And you actually kind of sparked another conversation. I'll bring it up because I do want to hear from. I think I want to hear more from the other race. You know, the whites, the Caucasians, who are dating black people. Like how do they feel? Do they feel that their spouse can be pro-black? You know, and how does that make them feel? You know, as a person dating outside of your race, do you pressure your mate to support more of your community, or are you also for their community? You know what I'm saying? Because it goes both ways.
On that male.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
It depends on that male because see that I just from my experience, I've seen a lot of black men who are dating white women.
Mm-hmm.
They don't embrace their culture as they should.
They don't
because they end up. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I don't want to get into that pointing fingers at. I'll just say that. They want to please the other side so much to where they don't want to become too much black.
Absolutely.
They feel they're
so basically, they're not staying true to themselves. They're allowing their mate to have an influence on them to the point where they're not being true to their blackness.
But there's
two. There you go.
There's two types of people though.
So I mean, hey, this is some deep stuff.
It is.
Yeah, it's a deep conversation. This thing could go on and on, but
it really
I'm glad
could.
you brought this up because this is the conversation that needs to be had at the dinner table. This is real talk. This is what it's supposed to be about.
This is the elephant in the room. And you know what, Alex, thank you so much for calling in. Always stay tuned to the Weekend Rush Hour Crew. We're on the air every Saturday from 3 to 7. Follow us on Facebook at The Real Hot 94.7 FM. You guys, make sure you stay tuned because I have the Indie Artist Mix coming up next. So you guys make sure you stay tuned for those artists, all right? Miss Russ Radio, Hot 94.7 FM, 100.7 FM. Thank you, Alex. I wanted to do that drop. We'll do it the next one. The exclusive drop. Remember the drop where I go, where you play? This is an exclusive Miss Russ Radio.
Oh, you have a drop with that?
Remember, you should have it. It says exclusive.
Telling your boy she's crazy.
You see it, but you can do it after this. You can do it.
You was in my telling me I was whispering in my.
You know, you can do it after this and then play TRL, and then I'll come back and just announce who they were because I didn't do Piff Cherry's announcement.
You humble and down.
But for all my Facebook Live people who are tuned in right now, you are listening to Piff Cherry. Of course, she's one of my favorite indie artists representing West Palm Beach. You guys make sure you check her out on Instagram at Piff Cherry. The other indie artist coming up next, DJ Boom, got him waiting in the queue. It is TRL with Running. Alright, so you guys make sure I'm always dropping these indie artists on the weekend. I love my indie artists. You guys, you know what? Never forget that major artists were indie artists at one time. Alright?
I don't want no man. I don't want no man.
Chris, thank you so much for sticking around.
Oh, he's listening now. Listen up, toes up.
That's fun.
What's that TRL?
Is it TRL?
Give it to him.
Want me to come
What's your fear? Losing him or losing yourself? The loss of morals occurs because it didn't go well. I'm like you humbling down.
What? I keep saying that.
Listen up, toes up, when it starts to act up. Back it up, watch it crash out, disappear. One tease whispering in your ear, pissing beer. Give it to him, let him steal. What you feel, losing him or losing yourself? The lost some morals and curves cause it didn't go well. Cause it didn't go well. Oh, now you humbling down. Oh, now you humbling down. Oh, yeah. Oh, now you humbling down. Listen up. Toes up. Back it up. Back it up. You humbling down?
Yeah, but I heard it. You didn't, it's really good, but I heard it. You didn't say nothing about that.
She's talking about interracial relationships. She's like, if you think that shit,
Tell him
no,
they
this
are.
lady.
He's talking about D.
The girl.
They don't, they're not used to it,
So run exclusive after this,
Yeah.
and then play the other song.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Still, I give you it. It's the same trigger.
I gotta get Fifth Cherry down up here too.
Everybody, everybody, where you from? Here's another exclusive Indi Artist with Miss Ross, right here, right now.
Let's go, multi-track.
I look a hot mess. I don't even care. Look at hot mess. I need a hairdo. Who wants to do my hair? Anybody out there want to hook Miss Ross up? Get me back looking right. Because I've been wearing this shaggy dog. This is my second week of wearing this shaggy dog. Hook me up, stylist. Hit me up. Hot 94.7 FM. I might have to do a contest with you stylists. Who can put Miss Ross on fleek?
So different people are gonna come in for like the rest of the day.
We got reggae at 5.
Boom, who you got coming in? Who you got coming in?
I got an interview. Well, I don't know. That's when he was coming in, but I got an interview with
Assassin coming in? Is Assassin? Remember you're doing? Are you interviewing him next weekend?
And there's another chick on DJ Orlando.
Is Assassin coming up here like right when we're leaving, and he gonna be coming in on your segment? Cause I just want to be here.
She was actually coming for the reggae section.
So he's gonna come in a little early.
I didn't work out the schedule, but I know he's been here for the reggae.
Sure they wanna try.
It depends on what I can do with the sound check.
Okay.
Show my dude think she like
Oh yeah, no. You know the Coco Expo?
She rolled like a rolling.
You know the Coco Expo?
I heard of it. I never been there. You're having, that's where it's gonna be?
No, you know Vieira, the Stadium down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I booked it now.
You got that place?
Expo Expo.
Is that the place you're gonna be having?
No, it's gonna be a smoothie shop, but I'm just saying we got a bunch of events now set up over there at the Expo.
You
The
should
Expo holds 100,000 people. That's what we had Flowrider a couple months ago.
Are we doing something over there?
I can get any date, booking any day, so I'm booking shows. They got me to book shows over there.
Oh, that's what's up.
So they partnered with the radio station and running with it.
Well, when I come back, I'm going to let them know who that was, and then
and now you wanna panic. But if you keep on running, goddamn, baby girl, how the hell I'ma stand it? No, I don't blame you. I know you're living in the moment. Your body's so perfect, no, baby, you ain't gotta tone it. I know
talk a little bit about Meghan Markle, I guess. It's Meghan Markle, right?
Yeah.
Markle.
At least I know your dresser. Make you feel like Sally Mae never loaned it.
Chris, you got anything you want to say about the royal wedding?
I don't understand why black people are so excited.
Okay,
these are the people that made us slaves.
Hold on a second. You ready, boo? All right. Miss Ross here, the Weekend Rush Hour crew. Miss Frankie B, DJ Boom or Gotti. He's in his absence. But you know what? We got Mr. Chris Robinson, comedian Chris Robinson, Brevard County's up and coming guys. What's up, Chris? How you doing?
Nothing. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thank you so much for sitting in with me. Frankie B gone. Frankie B is gone, but Chris is like sitting in here with me, making me feel at home. You know, so thank you so much. But listen, you guys were listening to Piff Cherry. You know, that was my Indie Artist mix. So artists, you know, hit me up. You guys know how to find me on Facebook. But that was Piff Cherry with Humble Down. She's in West Palm Beach. And then we had TLR with Run It, guys. Make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Miss Ross Radio. Before we get up out of here, Chris, I wanted to get your take also. For some of you who don't know, some of you are not in tune with social media or the world at all. We had the royal wedding today.
Yeah,
the royal wedding went down today. So which one was it? Prince Henry, Prince Charles? Which one got married today to the...
Prince Harry.
Harry. Okay, Harry. Yeah. So Harry got married to a black woman, but a lot of people I've been seeing, I had to say that though, because everybody made a big deal about it. She is mixed.
Yeah.
So she's not completely 100% black. She is mixed now. I don't know. I saw her mom.
Yeah, her mother's black, her father's white.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it? She's just white and black?
I think so. I mean...
Okay, I wasn't sure. So what do you think about that?
I don't find it to be that interesting.
No?
I just... Because the only reason why is, again, as I said earlier, I'm a hater. So, like, I'm tired of just going up and down on social media and everybody's talking about how this is, like, a magical thing. Like, this is moving black people forward. It's moving her forward.
Right?
Her finances are good.
Look, her and mom are straight. But I don't know about the rest of us.
Like, even as, not only as a black man, but, like, as an American, like, this country fought a war to not have to think about these people.
Right?
So now, we're all excited to figure out who's going to marry who. And this is a specific, and I'm, again, I hate that I'm a hater, but this is specifically the royal family of England are the people that colonized Africa.
Wow.
Enslaved black people.
Go ahead, give them the history
brought us
check
over
now.
here.
Give them the history check.
And now we're excited that she's marrying into that family. I'm not, like, again, I'm a hater.
Ouch.
But am I wrong?
Ouch. Y'all, look. Chris in here stepping on some toes. And my toes ain't nowhere near royal. They already cracked up. I'm looking at them right now and they ain't too hot. And he done stepped all on them. But you know what? You have a point, though. But you know what? I think that a lot of people are just excited, especially black people, because they feel like Meghan gave them a sense of hope. Mm-hmm. That no matter what my skin color is, no matter where I came from, no matter how much baggage I have, I can still marry into royalty. Kind of like Obama gave a lot of our children hope that they can grow up and one day be the president of the United States as a black person. So I think that's kind of what, all the hype is about.
I mean, I guess if you're a certain level of fine, then yes, she gives you hope. But
yeah, she's all right now. She's
no,
not
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. She is.
I don't know.
So that helps.
There's a lot of people out here that shouldn't give you hope. That don't mean that's happening for you.
So Chris is trying to say, if you don't look like Meghan, it really don't matter. It ain't no hope for you, honey. Don't even try to go marrying into nobody's family if you wearing ugly. That's what Chris is trying to say. Look, that's not coming from Miss Ross. I think we're all beautiful inside and out. We're all beautiful inside and out. But anyways, Chris, you guys got to check Chris out. He's a funny guy. I actually had the opportunity to see him do stand-up at Island Sunrise Smoothie about 2 weekends ago, wasn't it? It was about 2 weekends ago. I went up in there, and he was doing his thing. Very, very funny guy. Let us know the next time you're actually going to be up there.
Okay.
And also, make sure you give them your Instagram so they know to follow you. All right? So go ahead, Chris. Tell them.
You're going to judge me. I only have Facebook right now.
What?
See, you're gonna judge me. I'm terrible. I don't like social media, but I understand. I have to get it. I have to.
Yes, you have to get on Instagram. But you know what? I was like that too. A friend of mine in Atlanta basically beat me over the head for me to get Instagram because I was so hooked on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I didn't care about Instagram. I felt like, why I gotta go to Instagram? I like Facebook. She's like, look, you gotta go to Instagram, and believe it or not, Instagram is actually where I built up my loyal followers. Mm-hmm. You have more loyal followers and true for me on Instagram than I do Facebook. Facebook, all my haters sit over there and just watch and peep out their blinds and look at me. They don't really say too much.
But you know what I don't like about Instagram in particular is like I found myself looking at a whole lot of women's posts, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's always like the girl that I'm supposed to believe is popular, right? And she's by herself in her room in the mirror, or she's by herself in the bathroom. I'm like, you don't have friends.
That's where
you don't
at.
have family. You don't have pets. I don't think Jesus is in the room with you in none of these pictures.
She's doing that for you. It's eye candy. Instagram is like the platform for eye candy.
She needs to get a life.
Y'all heard Chris. He say, listen, ladies, get a life. Get out the mirror. Get out the bathroom. Taking your selfies. Why do we love the bathroom so much?
And the rooms be dirty. I've been looking in the bathrooms, those thin doors that they make in the projects. I'm like, I know where you actually live. Don't act like...
Chris is cutting up in here, guys. You guys make sure check Chris out. One more time, Chris. Tell them where they can find you.
Just Facebook.com. Chris Robinson I am a junior, so it's just 2 I's at the end.
And then when is the next time you're going to be at Island Sunrise?
Island Sunrise is the first and third Friday of every month, so I believe the next one I will be there. All
right, you guys make sure you check Chris out. All right, and I'm gonna make sure I try to be up in there next time too. Thank you so much again for sitting in with me. All right, guys, absolutely. You guys are tuned in with the Weekend Rush Hour crew. Miss Ross, DJ Boom, Miss Frankie B, DJ Herb, Gotti sitting in for me today, and I'll say for Gotti as well. Comedian Chris Robinson, thank you so much. I gotta get me some of those applause. You know how they boom? Where my applause? You know the little snap, clap, clap, snap fingers, something going on up in here. But anyways, guys, you guys make sure you stay tuned. All right, Miss Ross, Hot 94.7 FM, 100.7 FM.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
How do I get them applause?
I know what y'all need. All of you.
Sound effects. You got some, Boom?
Come on.
Oh, and I keep forgetting to send you that. I'm gonna definitely send it to you. I'm gonna try to send it tonight. My 25 top songs, so you can put it on my folder and have them. You heard me?
Are these shows recorded?
Yeah, we can record them, and then they're always on live.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, shoot, that's what I got.
Can I be the one for you?
Brevard County, you need to stand up for your own, alright? You represent us. You guys make sure you stand up. Check us out at Island Sunrise Smoothie every first and third Friday of the month. You guys make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook at The Real Hot 94.7 FM. I don't think it's 2.7 though. It's 0.7. It's hot. It's The Real Hot 94. Yeah.
Come on, girl, break me. It was recorded.
Nobody's like your Chris.
Live?
Yeah. A few cats tried that, but they don't let up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes, I did. I'm not looking for no love. Come on, girl. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But make sure you put down that we don't own the rights to these songs.
Come on, girl, break me.
I think that's what he did. He didn't put that on there.
Nobody's like young Chris. No, you cats had back. I'm the one. A few cats tried that, but they don't let up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, yeah.
can't find it for some
I left that on red cause I felt like it. Put me down in the raps in the orange jacket. Dapper, I look fine and my checks define. No wonder why I do whatever I like. I do what I like, I do. 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 I think it's bad. It's a gift from God. I think you broke. Need to get a job. Now I'm a boss. I run my own name on the checks. So good, I said my own name during sex. I might snack cause I felt like it. Gucci shoes and a belt like it. Said the Cardi is his favorite fragrance. I'm a rich and I smell like it. I'm in the balls, bitch, smooth. These are Javinci, these are some balls, bitch, shoes. You ain't no balls, bitch, move. Hey, for the record, I said record sales. I like stepping in and out of jail. They say by now that I'll be finished, hard to tell. I can tell my little 15 minutes lasting long as hell. I left the on red cause I felt like it. Put me down in the raps in the orange jacket. Dapper, I look fine and my checks define. No wonder why I do whatever I like. I do what I like, I do. 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 Bro, do what they can. Good girls do what they told. Bad do what they want. That's what makes so cold. I'm a gangster in a dress. I'm a bully in the bed. Only time that I'm a ladies when I ladies hope to rest. The group is ruthless, but I get top of it. I'm provocative. 80K, just know what time is it. Cardi rocking it, go right stocking.
All right, guys, make sure you stay tuned and make sure you follow me at Miss Ross Radio. All right, so go on over there, check me out. We got another live video coming up next. DJ Boom coming up from 5 to 7 with the Caribbean Explosion, guys. So make sure you stay tuned and tune in. Hey, Miss Jenny.
If they can make
all right, guys.
They can make you come. I left the on red cause I felt like it. Put me down in